The new goal on the horizon is going to be 87 Slayer. I'm almost 76 Slayer. I heard Slayer is pretty slow, so I want to get the whip. I want to get the trident and the dragon boots and all kind of stuff like that and start building my account up to have better melee and magic gear. And then we want to work towards Coliseum. I don't know what I need to like the minimums or whatnot for Coliseum. I really just kind of went this whole archer route and degened. And it wasn't even like I was trying to rush Infernal Cape from the beginning. I just kind of got spooned the Bofa and the blowpipe. And so because I got the spoon, I kind of just took it as a sign to like go ahead and try to maybe send the Inferno a bit early. I should do Bandos for gear. Nah, we're gonna do Slayer. We're trying not to get sidetracked too much. I'm not a big fan of that Bandos, those Bandos fights, guys. I'm not a huge fan. We'll try to, maybe we'll try it again one day. I think I think I'm leaning more towards doing Yama for Oathplate than I am Bandos. I think I might just go straight to Yama. I think I'm going to do Slayer into Yama. And then if I need to go back and get a BGS or something, we'll do it later when I'm like full Giga Chad. It's kind of my strat right now. All right, 31 Banshees. I think the Banshees are like... Are the Banshees in the Slayer Tower, guys? And how come there's a Tureal plugin that tells you where the... How come there's a Tureal plugin that tells you where the Tureal bosses are, but for Maschna, I can't see where they're at on the map. Here's a Banshee right here. Dang, so I'm gonna have to actually play the game? What the heck? I'm gonna have to actually look up where these mobs are and go find them myself. And by find them myself, I mean ask chat where they are. Damn. Oh, let me talk to this guy. Rub lamp, herb lore. I got 82 herb lore off of a lamp. Yo, good job on the cape. Thank you, Meow. Was there anything as hard as Inferno and WoW? No. There's no solo content, boys. There's no solo content in WoW, and I would say even like the solo individual responsibilities of mythic raiding and stuff are not necessarily as hard as WoW. I mean, as Inferno, and it's a really long fight. I can't think of any fight that's 2 hours long in World of Warcraft that you're doing it solo. So it's like, dude, I mean, it's like, what's better, apples or oranges? And that's going to be different based on who you ask. But I would say overall, OSRS is the harder game, and it's not even close. In WoW, the challenge is teamwork. The hard part of WoW is finding 19 other people that can do 3 mechanics at the same time. And do their rotation. That's the hard part of WoW, is just finding the 19 other people. And the content, like the difficulty of WoW, eventually it comes down to just like the difficulty is just who's in your raid, not necessarily the content. Like the content could be whatever, but that's why classic WoW is still considered, some people consider it hard because classic WoW players are so bad that even Grayson's raid wipes all the time. You know what I mean? And it's classic WoW. Because it's difficult based on who's in your raid. WoW feels more rewarding in PvP, like getting your rank 1 gladiator title or glad mount. Dude, actually, that's a good point. I never really thought about it that WoW has a Zuck helm for PvP. WoW has a rank 1 gladiator title. They have that for raiding. They have cutting edge. And then they now have mythic title as well. Mythic Dungeon Hero or something like that. They have Hall of Fame. There's a reason for you to be in a top guild because you get to be in the Hall of Fame or you get a title. And then there's a reason to be in the top 0.01% of Mythic Plus pushers because you get Keystone Hero title or something. I don't know what it's called, but you do get a title for it. So... But Gladiator, you get a mount. Like, you get a visual mount. Like an armored up mount. And you get a title for it as well. That's pretty cool. That's kind of like a Zuck helm for PvP. Mythic Raid gives mount. Yeah, but... Oh, it does. Everyone gets a mount now, right? Everyone gets a mount that cleared a Mythic Raid. I would say...
completed.
The only difference is you can legally buy Gladiator. You can legally buy Cutting Edge. It costs you a lot of gold, but you can legally buy it. Like with gold. You can pay for the service legally. And in RuneScape, it is against the terms and service to pay for an Infernal. It is against the terms and service to pay for a Zuck. It is against the terms of service to pay for a Quiver. And I much prefer that. Although it doesn't deter people from doing it, it makes me happy to know that the game company does not support it. I like that. But that is also a bit of apple to orange with the solo content versus group content. But if you were to, let's say, that is a fundamental flaw of group content, is that the achievement can be sold. So I don't know how they fix that per se. Hobgoblins, is that just Lumbridge? Look at this guy, dude. I used to have that same fit. Damn, the Ami of what is that? The Ami of accuracy, the red robes, the wizard hat, the arty cape, dude. That was like the throwback fit right there, man. Reminded me of the good times. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy to walk up to somebody somebody new playing the game like that when you were just there a few months ago. And now I'm in an Infernal cape passing them by, and it's just like, dude, it's so nostalgic. It's like nostalgic to see somebody walking around in that fit. Torso and Infernal cape goes hard. Chat, when do I replace my damn torso? When do I replace this thing? Am I looking diabetical right now in the fighter torso? With the Infernal? I'm too broke, guys. I'm too broke right now to use my... I should be potting and stuff too. I'm just being hella lazy right now. It kind of feels good to just brain off and do nothing. Like, I'm not min-maxing at all right now. I'm just hitting stuff. Low-key, it kind of feels good. I'll start getting heavy into min-maxing again, but I think I'm just doing a day where I'm just like hitting stuff. Not caring about the XP or anything. I got the Prosy legs and the mixed hide boots. Decompression day, man. I'm not even hitting any prayers right here. I'm just auto-attacking. How's that one extra max hit feel? Amazing. I'm actually really happy that there's a slight power increase too with this cape. That is super sick. It's not just cosmetic, you know? If I walked up on you in game, I would assume that cape is bought. Tech, dude, did you hear me read that comment from today? It kind of made me laugh because my account looks like the stereotypical account that buys a cape. The one Zuck kill, combat level 111, like low boss kills, new account, only less than 6 months old. You look like a mains alt, not a cape buyer? Okay. I couldn't imagine doing Inferno on hardcore. That's so much more pressure. Is Inferno safe death on a regular?
Task completed.
Oh, it's safe on a regular, but not on a group. Damn. So group hardcore Inferno is like crazy content. Pretty much nothing is safe on GIM. I know, that's why they say hardcore GIM is hardest version of the game. How crazy is that going to be if one of the group hardcore guys gets a Zuck helm? That will never be beaten. That's just crazy. At least one of them will. Yeah, I know. Lake and Mutz and them are working on it right now. Yo, what task you fishing for? Points. I'm gonna do a bunch of Slayer guys, so I'm not really searching for anything. I'm searching for points right now so I could set up a block list. Like right now, we're playing for efficiency. And we're just trying to get the structure of Slayer set up so that then one day we can fish for tasks and stuff like that. We're basically just doing the first round of Slayer right now for points. I haven't even started making cannonballs or anything. We get the new stab weapon. I don't know how to get it. Maybe. Could be something we talk about. Could do Tureal Slayer. I prefer the Maschna because you get a little bit of points for each task. Yeah, I don't think that anybody is going to agree on which one is the best. It seems pretty 50-50 on what's better, Tureal or Maschna. Maschna is like the new thing. So a lot of people don't know about it. And so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are kind of going to come in here and tell me that this is the wrong way of doing that. And my hope is that you guys will just kind of like let me play the game how I want to, kind of thing. Maz beats him out because of the points per task. Yeah. No, that's not possible. It's not possible for you guys to let me play the game how I want. What the heck? I'm sure chat will be nice. Me too. I'm sure they will be. You can make some expeditious bracelets to speed up your task. Oh, you want an expeditious bracelet? The Maschna task. What do you need for that? Which gym? Opal? I got 19. Bad task and good task, you want to use bracelet no matter what. Okay. Yeah, maybe what we do is we'll go make some of those bracelets after this. How about that, guys? We'll make some expeditious. I'm down for that. I got 3 bracelets of slaughter left. And I usually use those on the bursting task. I need to get more of those. I guess I gotta figure out how the heck I'm gonna get more red topaz. You go gem mining. Is that pretty quick or is that like a slow thing? Because I could do that off stream. Maybe that could be my off stream activity. Yeah, maybe today after stream I'll go and do gem mining and bracelet crafting. I'll try to make like a couple hundred slaughter, a couple hundred expeditious, and we'll just swap them based on each task. I think we're gonna do... I think I'm doing 9-1 Maschna with a block list. That's my current plan. I'll have to figure out what task I should block though. Yeah, I'm doing 9 tasks Maschna, 1 task Duradel, because... or Curadel, because I'm trying to get my block list set up on Curadel. And I also want to get Tormented Demons and Demonic Gorillas. Roll Tat. Mogers. I'll have to just keep a OSRS wiki up. Mogers are a block. All right, first block set up. 34 dogs. Where would dogs be at? Is this also a skip? Or block? All right, 2 blocks. Wolves. I know how to do that one. Wolves are also a block. They're so easy to find, though, on the mountain. Sindarpas. I don't have any more points, so we're going to do wolves for now. Maybe we'll block it one day. I'm going to get some pots, though. We're going to Monastery TP, Restore Prayer. Then we're going to go to Amir's. And then we're going to hit the Glide. Isn't it a waste of points setting up block lists on low-tier Slayer Masters? So to block, it only costs like 400 points to block 8 tasks on the low tier. They're half price. And if you're going to be using it for a long time, I think it's worth to set up the block list on the lower tier master first. The point is, if we can get to the Curadel, the 10th task easier, we'll get more points. So if I get to Curadel and I don't like that task and I have 100 points, I'll block it. If I don't have 100 points, I'll do it or I'll skip it. I'm going to try to skip as little as possible. Yo, Dusty, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Wow, guys, thank you for the support today. Huge bomb on the stream. Yeah, that's kind of my plan right now, boys. Are you winning? What up, Chaz? Chaz, we got the Infernal cape, bro. Yesterday was a big day, man. This cape right here, man, is one of the coolest experiences I've had in a video game in a long time. Is that the cape? This is the cape right here. Someone who played RuneScape for 20 years on main and iron. It's insane how you went from 0 understanding to Infernal cape in a short amount of time. It took me way more attempts. Dude, I don't know. I had a lot of attempts, Station. I had like 75 attempts. I mean, yeah, I was completely blind for the first attempt, so it took me a lot more, but dude, 75 attempts was a lot. It's not like I'm some prodigy. It took me a long ass time to get this thing, guys. I just threw attempts at it until I got it. And honestly, the simulator was the best thing that I did, but I waited 74 attempts before I did the freaking simulator. I should have done that shit sooner. Dude, the simulator helped so much. I was kind of dumb for not doing that. I was egoing the simulator hard. Had to learn my lesson. How many Zuck? Dude, I did like 7 Zuck attempts. And then I did this simulator for 30 minutes, and then I one-shot, and then I killed Zuck on the next try. I did this. The guy does the simulator one time and then kills Zuck. What do you know? The simulator actually works. More than anything, what it did was it made me understand how everything worked. Like, I got the simulator, then I got the timers, and I did the timer correctly, so I knew exactly when the mobs were gonna spawn. And understanding when the mobs spawn, what you should do if you have bad DPS or high DPS, like when to skip and then when to wait for the second set, how to do the healers, like all that was invaluable information that I got from the simulator. So I'm like a big pro simulator now that I've done it one time. I was like anti-simulator, and then now I'm like the biggest pro simulator. Like, you don't want to be learning, you don't want to be 2 hours into an attempt and then not know what you're doing on Zuck. That was kind of a waste of time on my part. I'm gonna hit the monastery. I didn't mind the wolves at all. Guys, the wolf was like the easiest task I did. What the heck? How are people skipping that? Although Tectone said that the best thing to be as a streamer, he always said the best thing you could tell your stream is that you're single and bisexual. So you get all the donations from both genders. Or you make both genders think that they have a chance with you. Tectone is pretty smart. He's an entrepreneur. Saying Tectone is smart is crazy. That was the smartest thing he ever said. Cave slimes. I gotta get a Kandarian headgear. True, but L Glaze. Hey, you can learn some really good things from some people, okay, guys? I'm gonna tell you guys a secret too. All these online personas, these people that you might not like, or some of them are drastically different in person and would be like the first people to come and help you out if you gave them a call and were like, yo, got a flat tire, man. Is there a way you could come help me? They would be there. So like, what you guys see is not always who they are, because a lot of times on the internet, like, a reason a lot of people didn't like me and OnlyFans is because they never watched my stream. They only saw clips from LSF. And they were judging me from like my worst moments, because that's all LSF posts. They try to post your worst moments, and then they tried to like dogpile on you and then cancel you. And I had to realize that those are not the people that I care about. I care about the people that come and watch my stream every day, that actually hang out, interact, add something positive to the stream, and be a part of the community. And so I had to stop, you know, being so worried about what all these, you know, little negative Nancys out there, this Reddit community was writing, and just worry about the community that actually matters. And there's a reason now why I have a really strong, you know, friend group that I enjoy, and I try to keep the circle small and not worry about, you try to please the entire world and you'll always be disappointed. But there's always people who are just not going to like you, and it's you just got to deal with that. But there are streamers, you know, there are some streamers out there who make money off of hot takes and not being liked, and I can see how you guys, you know, maybe wouldn't be too fond of that, and that's okay. I understand that too. Shobek ninja'd my LSF clip. LSF stands for live stream fails. How's Inferno rank in your gaming accomplishments? Dude, it's like up there, man. I'd say it's probably number 2. I think my greatest gaming moment ever was when I beat Yamato in that duel. But in a non-PvP, in PvM, PvE, Inferno's number 1. Those are my 2 greatest gaming moments. When I, made Yamato cry in front of everyone. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. He deserved all that. And then he crypto scammed his viewers, and now he quit streaming. So he definitely deserved all that. Yo, how many Zuck Simulator KC you did? I did the Zuck Simulator last night for about 30 minutes. He did, not surprising. I was surprised to hear that. S-Fan told me. I was at S-Fan's house last week doing a IRL stream with S-Fan. He told me Yamato crypto scammed his viewers and then quit. Anyways, guys, I'm coming out with a new coin. That'd be so fucking funny. Oh my god. Does anybody know what I'm doing? Can anybody tell me what I'm doing in the game right now? Because I don't really know. I'm just staring at the bank. Oh, I think I got a task, right? Cave slime. I came here to get a light source. I'm aura farming right now. Dramon staff. Wait, it's actually still faster to quest cape than it is to run there. Yeah, I'm glad a lot of people are going after Inferno now.
Task completed.
I had a lot of people messaging me like, yo, I decided to go for Inferno because of you, and I ended up getting it. after like 14 days. And so, yeah, W's to anybody that put in the time and, you know, started going after it, man. That's what it's about. Supporting each other, inspiring each other, and just like getting it done, man. Actually, let's go to Ferock. Can't get beaten by a WoW player, of course. Do you think a lot of people went after the Inferno because they didn't want to get beat by a bald man? Some people are saying if you take a Zuck hit, the cape doesn't count. Do you agree? Brother, if you get a scrape on your car in NASCAR, but you cross the finish line first, do you still win? People used to pay for AFK purples. Damn, you could just leech. You could just leech into group runs, get point boosted, and then do absolutely nothing and get gear. Oh my god. How's the slaying Infernal? It's good, it's good. We're rocking the cape right here. You know, still looking like if you look at us from this side, we're still looking kind of like an early game Andy. But if you're looking at us from the back, I mean, some people just look better from the back, am I right? And I mean, that is what it is. I ain't mad. Can you make a Fury? I have a Fury, but it's all about that KPPP. Kills per prayer pot. Could bring the Fury too. I keep on forgetting what task I'm on, who I am, and where I am, and what I'm doing. You guys ever forget what you're doing at all points in time? A flesh crawler. I think I have to go to Varrock. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to get this. And then I read it. I read a comment. And then we pull up a video. And then we start talking about the video. And then Bodhi donates 200 subs. And then I forget everything that we were doing before I started where I was at. Chat, Bodhi donated 200 subs today for me getting Infernal. Is that crazy? W's in the chat for Bodhi. He may or may not have messaged me that he wants me to raid him for the next month. But either way, you can't buy my raids, Bodhi. But low key, I got you, bro. I'm kidding, guys. He didn't message me any of that stuff. He's just a nice guy. Oh, chat, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm looking for task flesh crawler. Does it say in the map where these guys are at? Bro went from Inferno to flesh crawlers. Yeah, buddy. Okay, this is the next step. I skipped a little bit of the game, so now we got to go back and do it. I'm 76 Slayer. We may have skipped 12 Slayer levels, okay? New Slayer point boosting for max points per hour.
Been significant changes to Slayer.
Trav Games. Let me see. Where's his Slayer block list for Maz? Tureal boosting. Mix boosting. This is what I'm doing. Mix boosting. Oh, Maschna block Ice Warriors. I'm supposed to block this. I block dogs. I block dog, Moger, and I'm supposed to block Ice Warrior. Let's go back. Why not just Tureal skip instead of Canifis Slayer task? Chat, you guys are on the old tech, huh? You guys are telling on yourself? Dude, anyone that uses Tureal is a complete noob that knows nothing about YouTube, guides, block list metas, and Maschna skipping. If you're not on this tech, you probably have a fire cape, and therefore, you should stop talking to me immediately. Got him. Yeah, I haven't done a ton of crazy amount of bossing to have any kind of specialized weapons like that yet. I would say the craziest weapon that I have from bossing so far is probably the blowpipe. That's probably my craziest weapon. And then the upgraded Ancient Scepter from Muspa, which took me almost 100 kills. They both took me about 100 kills. Blowpipe and the Ancient Icon from Muspa. Those are my only two weapons that I've gotten from, like, bossing outside of the Bofa. I'm also 99 range, so I'm trying to hit 99 in the other stuff first. I just swapped over on my magic book to casting defensively, too. I think that's going to be the best way to level my defense is hitting the defensive magic from Slayer. That's going to be my strat. Crazy, you're a mid-game Iron, but have Infernal? Yeah, that's why my... That's why my other gear looks terrible. Like like from the front, my gear looks like hella mid game, and but you turn around, I have Infernal. It looks kind of funny, honestly. It doesn't really like, it doesn't really line up. It doesn't really match well. they don't really mesh well. I have Mage Arena 2 cape in the bank. I'm just flexing Infernal right now. Every time I can do a Slayer task inside of the catacombs, I need to, guys, because I gotta be able to get the ancient shard so we can get Emberlight. Chat, would you guys hate me if I played Ashes of Creation for a few hours on launch day to just see how it is for like a couple of hours on December 14th? We already hate you. All right. What if I just boot it up? Because like I paid $500 for it, and now I have this whole sunk cost fallacy, like regret, anguish, mainly regret. And now I feel like, dude, I gotta like play it at least a couple hours or something, right? Like right? I mean, I gotta play it for at least for a few minutes. You paid 500, dude. I paid 500 in 2019. That was 6 years ago. That's like $1,000 in today's money. I know. I don't want to think about it. I have 92 points. Block catables. All right, look at my block list. W block list. Hype. Oh, Cox. This is also a skip. I don't have any more points. I gotta kill 36 Cox. Cockatrice. Damn, I can one-shot these. I have no gloves on. It's worse than I thought, guys. I'm supposed to be wearing the... I need to bring more of the... What are the bracelets called? Expeditious? I'm supposed to be wearing Expeditious bracelets. I forgot to withdraw those. No pot, no ammi, no gloves. Hype! I think the net gain of me going to pick those up would be actually a overall loss. So we're just going to kill 26 more of these since I'm one-shotting them anyway. Yo, where's your climbing boots? Okay, that was the worst comment because these mixed hides are better than climbing boots. They're basically the same strength, but they have defense. Mixed hide is bis. You look like you bought your Infernal cape. Stop the cap. Haters are going to say I bought it. Chat, do I really look like I bought my Infernal cape? Look at my gear, bro. What are you guys saying? I'm looking good right now. Where's the clip? Chat, somebody link me the Reddit post. Someone said that their Reddit post had a lot of views on it. Anybody a Redditor in the chat? I gotta check out the OSRS Reddit sometime. Is there anything good on there? Gordon loves Reddit. You read the Reddit, Gordon? Reddit is stupid memes. It's all double penetration memes. What does that mean? There's no armor pen in OSRS. That's Wrath of the Lich King. Reddit is all 1400 Andes with 4 jobs and 7 kids. Yes, sir. I mean, honestly, it was kind of getting to a point, guys. Wait. It was getting to a point where like people were starting to comment like, damn, this guy's milking. Like, it was pissing me off because like I was like, dude, this is taking me longer than I thought it was going to. Like, am I dog shit at the game? And people are like, I'm not going to watch your stream anymore because all you do is Inferno. And like, they're like, I'm tired of it. And I'm like, shit, like, is it all going to come crashing down? Like, is anyone going to watch anymore? Like, I need to get this thing. And I started feeling all this pressure from people in the YouTube comments. And I started doubting myself. And I really didn't want people to think I was milking it because I really just wanted to get it done. But I kept messing up. And last night, that simulator was like so helpful. I should have done the simulator earlier. And then, yeah, just so many people like, but all those people probably didn't know that I started blind, you know, too. It's like, it takes so much longer when you have to learn it. Without knowing anything. So I was like, I felt all this pressure, like I gotta get the damn cape today. And I was like, fuck it. I put it in the title yesterday. I was like, nah, I'm getting the cape today. Like, I can't go another day. I can't farm another singular blood rune. And we literally got it. Like, I was out of runes. I was out of runes, guys. If I didn't get it right there, it was gonna have to be another farm session. It was bad. That was a third attempt of the day, too. All right, this task wasn't even that bad. Why did people block this one? That was kind of easy. That wasn't bad at all. I asked this yesterday. What's the percentage of players in the game that have an Infernal cape of total player base, you think? Is it like top 5%, top 10? Probably like 5%. It's way less than 1%. 145k people have an Inferno. Okay, so you actually have a statistic on that? Bon shiz. Let me get some gloves. There was a Canelo video where he was kind of talking about how many Inferno capes are actually bought. And the statistic was staggeringly high on the number of bought Inferno capes. Or purchased, rather. I don't want to... Can you link your UI? I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. Yo, thanks, Yepdon. Who would admit to buying a cape? Guys, I was at the Ren Fair. And there was a guy there. He was getting married. Comes up to me and was like, yo, is that a Bofa? Because I was carrying one at the Ren Fair. And I was talking to him. And his friend comes up and I was like talking to him. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna do sailing once, you know, I get off this contract, because he was working at the fair. He works at the fair, and that's why he was getting married there, because he met his wife there. And he sent me a picture of us afterwards. See if I could show you guys the picture. Here's the picture of us at the Ren Fair. It's my buddy, the wise old man, Arav, wearing the smithing cape. And here's the guy here. He got married. And his friend came up and was talking to us. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing the Infernal cape grind right now. It's really tough. And his friend was like, oh, I bought my Infernal cape. That was like his first tick. He admitted it. He didn't hold back at all. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, well, hey, I was like, yeah, gotta get it one way or the other, man. Like, I didn't know what to say. But he was pretty quick to admit that, yeah, he bought it. He didn't really care. Yeah. So now I'm like, oh, okay. It's kind of like a very widely known thing. People are pretty open about it. I don't even have a fire cape. You'll get the fire cape. You just gotta keep hitting them attempts. Should have asked for the in-game name to report him, huh? I don't know if I'm trying to report some guy I just met at the Ren Fair, man. I was a couple meads in at that point. Just trying to vibe out. Some people say Sard bought his cape. Yeah, that was the funniest comment today. Someone was saying, like, my account looks like someone who would buy the cape. My account has same stats and time played as a buyer. You can make a video on the main channel? Yeah. I was trying to talk about that earlier. I think I'll probably do Saturday and Sunday off to make the video. Probably won't go out this weekend since I'm sick anyways. And I'll make the video, the Infernal video, maybe post on Monday or Tuesday. Sard doesn't have a fire cape either. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. Yeah, whoever said they don't have a fire cape, remember, listen, buddy, I don't have one either, okay? So I'm in the same boat. When you're doing the two to make it true, I don't think that's a saying. It just rhymes. I don't know if I'm doing that one. I might eat 2 pieces of pie today. I had 1 piece of pie earlier. I might have to load up another one because that was pretty good. I've been kind of addicted to eating pie lately. I don't know what it is, but it's like, it's got sugar, but it also has fruit. So it's like half dessert, half healthy. And sometimes I'll just eat a slice of that for dinner and call it a day. Damn, 9-1 Maschna with blocklist is pretty quick, guys. This is meta. Haters are gonna say why you are not at Tureal. That's that old tech. Damn, 48 Pyre Fiends. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of just like skipping these, but let me see what... he doesn't skip Pyres. Oh, they have superiors. Off a saw, dude. Okay, we're gonna do those. All right, tell me if this is right. There's some gear in the game. It's called Torva. And you get it from a boss called Nexus. And you can, if you kill all the bosses from Desert Treasure 2 on Awakened, then you could turn it into Blood Torva.
Complete.
But in order to repair Torva, you have to have Bandos gear? What? I was gonna skip Bandos. Torva is a 700-hour grind. There's this method that I was learning for Bandos. I think it's called Door Altar method. And if you do it right, you don't take any damage from him. I gotta learn how to do that. Chat, I'm still waiting on all the DMs to come in from me getting this Infernal Cape from the ladies. Someone said the ladies love Infernal Cape. I do need to make some cannonballs. I don't know. There's not like that many cannonball tasks. I think cannonballs help, but like it's not really necessary. I'm not sure that the time spent making the cannonballs would make up for the time of you just doing the task without the cannonballs. I'm so slow. Bro, this bat's too fast for me. Are you kidding? Stop running. Dang, level 6 bats. There's a lot better bat spots near Rag and Bone Man. Nah, this is too hard to get to unless you take a dig site pendant. Is it better, actually? This spot seems pretty good. Alright, we'll try it. We'll try it after this one. Next bat task. Sunk cost fallacy at this point. Actually, these wouldn't be bad at all if I was just bow-fitting. Maybe we bow-fit the bats. It's the melee that's making this bad. Blowpipe when you're Slayer skipping? That's a waste of darts, man. Must be a main or something. I ain't got no darts. Both is infinite ammo. No. I'm out of run speed again. Stop running from me. Got him.
Slayer task?
Done. This is my kind of gameplay. Finally got 99 range so we could kill level 1 chickens. 99 range, full Bofa, Infernal Cape. Perfect for taking on chickens and cows. Done. Look how fast that was. That's got to be the best. That's got to be the best Maschna task there is. Chat, Maschna is so much better than Tureal. Look at all the extra points. I'm getting 6 points per. 6 points per, and some of them are the exact same as Tureal. This is definitely the tech. So, how does this work, guys? You do point boosting until you set up your block list on both of your Slayer Masters or all Slayer Masters. And then you start just chain sending Slayer tasks. And you want to have extra points. You want to have extra points to skip tasks too. Okay. I need shards. I need ancient shards. We got to hit catacombs whenever we can. How come you're 76 Slayer with only that many points? So when I was doing Inferno Cape, I dumped my task streak of like 75 Slayer tasks to fish for Black Demon tasks. Did it for 4 hours. Never got one. So I just completely ruined my streak for no reason. And then ended up farming 665 off task. Chat, I got some bad news. I got a killer Watt assignment. And not enough to block it. And it's on a block list. I just blocked Wall Beasts. Skip it and block it later. It's going to cost me 30 points to skip it. I have 34. I'm not Tureal skipping. I think I'm just going to do it. I want to keep my task streak. Let's just kill it. And I'll block it on the next time I do it. 90% of chat has never been in this room. Yeah, because Maschna hasn't been the meta until recently, right? Maschna just recently kind of took over Tureal and started becoming meta. Why is Maschna better? Because you get 6 points per task, and some of the tasks take the exact same amount of time to kill. If you set up your block list for Maz. They're slightly longer tasks than Tureal, but they give you 6 points per each one. instead of 0. And some of them you could spawn a superior. That was pretty fast. I thought that was going to be bad. That task was like under 5 minutes long. A lot of the Maschna tasks are in AJR, or in this Slayer cave here in Fremi. Yeah, so if you use Expeditious and you do Maschna, I really like this tech. A lot of the stuff that you're killing, you can one-shot it. And I like getting 6 points per task. It makes it feel more rewarding. Because you got to do 9 tasks, so 9 times 6. You know, it's like, who even knows what that is? But, what was that, 54? You get 54 Slayer points. And then you do 1 from Kura. It's pretty nice. Oh, I left my Fury in the bank, too. But, the Dragon Bone gives more prayer, so it doesn't really matter to me. It could be Fury or, Dragon Bone. It'll just save me prayer pot. I still one-shot with, Dragon Bone. Guys, just listen to some music, you know? Listen to the sound. Enjoy life. Think about the good moments. What you need the points for? Block lists. You want points for block lists, and then even with the block lists, there's some tasks that you're still going to want to skip. So you just want points for block list skips and rewards. After that, you want them for rewards. So I'm guessing the meta is to just do point boosting until you get your block list, and then you just chain Kuradel until you have all of your items from like Tormented Demons and Black Demons and stuff like that. And you want to unlock probably like boss monsters, boss tasks at some point. I haven't unlocked bossing yet. I just started Slayer today, guys. I'm on day 1 of Slayer. I don't even have a block list set up yet. 2 to 3k points? Yeah. You probably just want to speed run like 3k points and then just start killing or skipping stuff. That's what I'm guessing. Bossing never the meta, but it's fun. Yeah, I mean, if you need something from that boss anyway. Like imagine you get a Zora task. You need Zora, right? So I wouldn't mind that. Araxor 1.7k Slayer per kill. Ooh, I need that. Thank you for not quitting. You're welcome. Yeah, I think some people thought I was quitting the game. Yeah, I want to get TD tasks so we can get some synapse. And that way me and Joker can smack Yama. We can get some Oath Plate. Okay. Now, I need a bank. I'm gonna just go Zenaris, because we're gonna go pick up a task from Kuradel. We have enough for 1 skip if it's a really bad task, but I'll probably just do it anyway. We're doing points right now, so... I got 16 million Slayer XP from doing bosses mostly. Still don't have everything. You'll get 99 without doing the meta XP per hour. Try to maximize your fun. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. Assignment! Dagonos for the 3rd time in a row! Wadu, brother. This is my 3rd Daggy boy for the day. On a 32-inch monitor is crazy. Actually, the bigger your screen, the more of a disadvantage you're at if you're playing RuneScape. And maybe you know, maybe Savix and Guzu have been starting to feel like that too. But they see that maybe TBC has been getting some hype and they'll be back, and maybe they'll make RuneScape, you know, their main game, or the game that they fall back to when there's nothing else hype going on. And they'll come back and get their Infernal capes one day too. It might just take them a bit longer because they want to hop around a bit more and then come back. When you think about it like that too, it's like maybe that's why people say you never quit RuneScape, you only take breaks. Oh, Mutz taught me something today in Inferno. Somebody called it a Z peak or something. So I've never watched anybody do an Inferno before until today. Like the waves. Mutz is the first person I watched do the Inferno. So he did this thing where he peeked to the right. It was a stack. He peeked to the right, got the ranger to hit him, then he went left and hit the mage. Yeah, the Z step. I guess that's what somebody said. I had no idea you could do this. That was my first time learning. I learned something from watching that today. What up, Sync? Bro, Sync has been screaming a lot lately. He's been getting some loot on his boat. He's been getting some good loot. He's been putting in that work. Respect to the 99 sailing grind, man. I don't think I got that dog in me like you guys. 99 sailing is OP. Sync been sinking a lot. I streamed 120 hours in a week. I was hysterical. Oh, I was just saying, Sync, in the last Behemoth, you were saying how you went outside and you were like, damn, these graphics are insane. No, I felt that before. Because I didn't leave my house for like a week when Hardcore WoW launched. And I went outside and people were walking around and I was like, is this real? Like, they were like, these NPCs look crazy. Crazy realistic. And I was like, damn, the real world is so real looking. I felt that same feeling. If you play video games every day for like a week, you go outside and shit's like really, like your mind tries to make the real world a video game or something. It takes like a day. It takes a day to like fix it. But yeah, it looks so HD, the real life, that it freaks you out. Shrooms can also do that. Okay. I've never done that, but I'll take your word for it. Parfax, thank you for the prime. Shout out to my low detail players. So, it's kind of funny, but when I first started playing RuneScape, I was a 117 Andy. And the longer you play RuneScape, the worse your game will look. True or false? I'm just saying. The longer you play, guys, eventually it's just as bare bones as you can possibly get it. You ain't trying to see no graphics. You're here for the gameplay. But at first I was trying to like make it look all good because I was like, oh, people will watch my game if it looks sick, you know. Nobody cares about that. Matter of fact, people hated it when I had 117 on. They're like, put on GPU. There's like a lot of passionate GPU enthusiasts. GPU or riot. I was like, shit. All right, well, maybe I'll put GPU on. We'll start a riot in here. But now I like GPU better. Especially if you're in a cave or a dungeon. Dude, 117 is not it. It's too dark. I know Shobek and Sony, they both like 117. If you're coming from WoW, this is like a massive downgrade in what you're used to looking at. So I can see why, you know, they wanted that because they didn't want the shift in the graphics to be so drastic. 117 kind of gives them a little piece of bumps you a little bit closer to what WoW graphics look like. 117 saved the game for me. Yeah, I think it's cool. If you like it, run it. But 117 was giving me issues. Like if I want to do certain, you know, harder achievement quests and stuff like that, it was hard to see some of the mechanics. Like I even had to hide my, I even try to hide my thralls and just see the outline of it so I can see the shadows underneath. I just need all the game mechanics to be like very clear. I don't want to see other stuff or have graphics get in the way of the mechanics. Same thing in like Counter-Strike 2, I did the same thing. I want to make my game look as bare bones as possible. Get rid of shadows, everything. If you're playing competitive, anything that can give you like a slight edge over anything, anything. You want to take advantage of that. OSRS is harder than WoW, Stevens. I think a lot of people quit OSRS before they get to the hard part because they probably think the game is too easy. And to be fair, you have to put a lot of time in to OSRS before you get to any content that's I would consider difficult. Like, you really don't get into any content that's difficult until Grandmaster level quests. And at a certain point, when I was first playing the game, I was like, is this game ever going to get hard? Because it was all safe spotting. Like, you're just safe spotting the first 200 hours of the game or something. And I'm like, man, I kind of want a challenge, you know? And now that I'm at the challenging part, I'm like, damn, this game is too challenging. Like, this shit's too hard, you know? And so you kind of quickly change your mind once you make it towards the end game. What about the tree spirit? I mean, everybody knows Tree Spirit is like the first hard content in the game, so it's no surprise that I died there. I was talking to Mutz and he was telling me he lost like 14 characters there. So apparently it's a rite of passage. Even Sync was saying a lot about it too, how it's mechanically difficult and it's sleeper hard. So it's not really like a big deal that I died there. Yeah. Apparently lots of hardcores have you know, have perished at the same spot. So how'd you get on that team? I made a rap. I made a Fortnite rap and made a music video, and it got me into the content creator tournament. I entered into a tournament and I won a challenge, I submitted it so I could be part of to Fortnite to be part of the content creator team at the time. 121 Slayer points now. Let's go. Do you enjoy doing clue scrolls? Brother, I've had clue scrolls in my bank for months and I haven't done them. I probably need to do those at some point. Did you lose viewers? No, I gained viewers. Well, you have to like, you could go and look at the, people's viewership on Twitch tracker if you want to see. I think I peaked about 1,200 viewers in OnlyFans. Killer Watts again. All right, we can block this now. You need to complete the Lumbridge and Draenor Elite Diary to get another slot. Oh, man. Am I close to Lumbridge Elite? 88 smithing. Damn, I got everything else except for this. 83. That's nine smithing levels. I think this is what I'm going to do every day. Guys, we're going to start this stream with Slayer and then go do something else halfway through till I get tired of doing Slayer.